All right, good morning. Playing on the radio right now, the Bee Gees and Words. And this morning, we're going to look at the word rehearsal. It is Peter Brock, Ad-Diction to language. Bee Gees from 1967. It's only words. It's only words. You know, one of the things, by the way, we are the new Rue 102. We're online. We have an app. Go to the App Store, totally free, and download it. We are the Rue 102, Rue 102. So the proverbial sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, they'll never hurt me. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Remember, words have the same letters as sword. So yeah, the tongue can heal, the tongue can hurt, as we all know, so quit saying that stupid, sticks and stones may break my bones. Words do hurt you. Now, I fired up the live and local stream as we're on radio because I belong to something. I want to share this with you. And maybe you'll hear, pun fully intended, words in a different way to discern their meanings, and it comes from Peter Brock, and it's Ad-Diction to language, AD-Diction to language. The word rehearsal is looking for meaning and then making it meaningful. So rehearsal, let me read this for you. It's kind of interesting. Why does rehearsal mean what it means? Well, firstly, the question should actually be, why is the word rehearsal able to be, quote, defined the way it is defined? What logic lies behind the word and its definition? Secondly, meaning and definition are in fact not the same thing. However, most people use those two words interchangeably, and I'm guilty of that. Well, Rick, you know what I mean. No, I'm not sure you know what you mean. And technically speaking, that is an incorrect and uneducated use of the language. Most people don't really understand language, and that's where we all go wrong. Here's how it works. Definitions are the specific contextual uses for a word. So a dictionary contains only what? That's right, definitions. A dictionary does not contain any meanings. I'll give you a perfect example of that. As director of the Lincoln Parish Museum, Lincoln Parish, we're in the Deep South. It's named after Abraham Lincoln. Think about that in context of history. Well, the founder, Allen Green of Lincoln Parish, was known as a radical Republican. This was 1865. I don't think he was wearing a red hat at the time. So that had a whole different, quote, meaning, radical Republican, when he created Lincoln Parish. Okay, here's how it works. Definitions are the specific contextual use for a word. So a dictionary does not contain meanings. The meaning of a word is the average of all its definition. That's why it's called a mean, the mean. The definition of mean is the same in linguistics as it is in mathematics. Currently, there's no published record for the meaning of words. Well, Rick, that's a dictionary. No, that's not a dictionary. The meaning of words. So that's where this Facebook page called Ad-Diction to language, we're talking about rehearsal, we'll get to it, is working every day toward bridging the knowledge gap and sharing it with us. So join the language revolution, follow them on Facebook. Here's a sample. This is just a sample of another way to, quote, hear words that you've never heard before because you thought you knew what they meant. So we're going to talk about rehearsal is actually broken up as hears all. Hears all. It's a prefix and a suffix. The word hear uses its common definition of audio reception in the word hears all, rehearsal. Although the dictionary definition of rehearsal speaks of something like, Rick, rehearsal is practicing a song or a routine prior to a performance. That's rehearsal. The word rehearsal actually means to hear it again. Boy, this is leading right into radio and why radio is the most powerful way of communication, because we learn by hearing, class. Remember, it's easier to teach a blind person to read than a deaf person. Think about it. Here we go. Back to That's a cool way to look at rehearsal, back to the dictionary, which is, well, Rick, it's practice, practice, practice. No, to hear it again. But a much cooler secret feature of language structure that this page can show you, and is showing me, and I'm digging it, you can actually rearrange the letter of hears, and the meaning will not change. The definition will be different, but the meaning will be the same in any order of the letter arrangement. Therefore, the word hears also has the same meaning as the word share. Wow, Rick. Never thought of it that way. I know. I never did either. That's why I'm digging this. And for this reason, rehearsing is the same as sharing something. Think about it. If I share it to you and you hears it, I heard that, the correlation is not a coincidence. Language has a repeating code with an intelligent and purposeful design. You can find out more simply on the Facebook page, and I'm digging this because there's a lot of words within the words. And, well, Rick, you know what I mean. Now I want to make sure we all understand what we're talking about, not the meaning of the dictionary. You get it? So we played the Bee Gees in its only words here at the New Rue 102, where it's 9:35. Here's missing persons. What are words for? There you go. Download the app, Rue 102. Rue 102. Best local radio station you'll hear on the planet. Prove me wrong, because I want to find out who is, so I can sharpen my hearing.